Good afternoon, industry leaders and partners. Labubu sold for 1.08 million RMB at the November 2024 spring auction. This nitrous air was no longer just an ordinary toy. It's a little elf in my hand, and that has shown us triple transformation in the trendy toy industry. From traffic harvesting to value cultivation, from local replication to global co-creation, and from product thinking to cultural ecology. Today, we will use Labubu as a mirror to dissect the underlying logic behind the industry's breakthrough. First, let's look at some data. March 2024 financial report shows a 49% repurchase rate and coexisting with speculative behavior in the second-hand market. This loss aversion theory in behavioral economics suggests that the hidden probability of winning a prize encourages consumers to make repeat purchase. And scalpers explored this psychological tendency by inflating the price of ordinary pendants to 1,508 RMB before crashing it into 300 RMB. This exposed a deeper-rooted contradiction between brand loyalty and speculative demand. When users' relationships are unstable and brand control weakens, when collecting becomes speculation, we are delaying the emotional capital between the brand and its users. Then let's take another look at the design and overseas market. Labubu incorporated a Buddhist prayer gesture into Thailand's Lower Karasan Festival and was awarded the title of National Cultural Experience Officer. However, the Japanese toy market is mature and has well-developed local IP industry. While Pop Mart has exploded in popularity in Southeast Asia and Europe, it has been met with a lukewarm reception in the Japanese market. Some consumers have commented on this immediate link of the story and they like soulless directions. This confirms a reality. Culture depth is a key to transcending trends. Therefore, repeat growth breeds faster-paced replication, and IP-laden cultural depth struggles to endure, resulting in increasingly shorter life cycles. So, what are growth opportunities? The first key is market space. In 2024, the Chinese trendy toy market size will reach 55 billion RMB, with the global share of adult collectible sales continue to rise, and adults as a high potential consumers group are gradually becoming the main voice trendy toy consumption and providing strong support for the development of global trendy toy market. In addition, with the rise of kid-out culture in Europe and the US, as well as emergency of the Southeast Asian market, the consumer base for the trendy toy market is expanding globally, presenting enormous market potential. And secondly, industrialized capture of Gen Z emotional needs. Players transform rules into cyberpunk, and this isn't just a simple recreation, but a declaration by Gen Z against standardization. Behind Labubu's certain popularity lies countless consumers participating in customizing rules and sharing stories and co-creating emotions. This participatory culture is precisely the new engine driving future brand communication. And finally, from girls group member Lisa Chen, from Thai princess series to David Beckham, Labubu has become the new favorite of global celebrities with its unique, quirky, and cute charm. And from trendy toy to a luxury accessory, photos related to it gained over 1 million views on social media. Labubu sales in the Southeast market have increased by 665 year-over-year, and its collaboration products continue to command a premium price. The communication chain built by Labubu is transforming trendy toys into a social blockchain. Its popularity overseas proves that emotional resonance has a pro-culture appeal, and this shows that as long as culture is appropriately adapted, Chinese IP has the potential to go global. So, as an industry leader, we must take action to drive the transition from explosive growth to structural competitiveness. First, we should focus on creating cultural IP that carries rich emotional value and diverse cultural heritage, truly integrating it into consumers' spiritual world and become part of consumer identity. And secondly, reconstruct the supply and demand mechanism to avoid value bubbles and optimize production and issuance base and avoid short-term speculation. Precise testing and repeat reordering, which the Labubu model makes SKU turnover efficiency 2.3 times higher than the industry average. Online and offline collaboration makes stores create social space such as theme events, where online platforms serve as community connectors. Furthermore, going global is not about passing tests, but about cultural translation. We can use AI to analyze regional aesthetic preference such as color and shapes, and predict consumption trends to achieve flexible production, and choose cultural collaboration in the origin design model. Finally, enhance the intellectual property ecosystem by protecting originality and building innovation platforms stimulating originality through design competitions and industry, academic research co-creation, and preventing homogenized competition. Okay, now when young people in Los Angeles queue up for the and the Paris designers incorporate it into horticulture, we need to know that we must not only create waves but also ride them. Labubu is just a small wave in the trendy market, but it reminds us that truly vibrant brands do not rely on luck or flash in the pan, but on systematic strength and strategic development. Every culture difference is adaptable to mine, and every imperfection is an emotional interface between the brand and its users. As an industry leader, we have a responsibility to guide the industry from the blind box craze to a cultural industry, and from traffic consumption to spiritual resilience. Thanks for your attention.